Hello everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel. This video will be a complete tutorial on Document 360. I'm going to be showing you how modern SaaS companies use Document 360 to design, launch, and grow both public and internal help centers. The goal of using such a tool is pretty simple: to give the customers and the employees fast, reliable answers so support tickets drop, product adoption rises, and teams stay focused on shipping features instead of copying answers from one email to the next. So by the end of this video tutorial, you will know exactly how to create a workspace, structure content, use advanced AI capabilities, and more. So without much further ado, let's go ahead and get started with how you can sign up and create your first project. So getting started with Document 360 is pretty easy. All you have to do is to visit the Document 360 homepage. You can do that by searching for document360.com, or you can simply click on the link in the description for convenience. So once you've landed on their main homepage that looks like this, you've got two options: to either start with booking a demo, or you can skip that and get some hands-on experience with the tool by clicking on the Start Free Trial. So maybe you're not sure yet, or you just want to get a feel for the features and capabilities of Document 360. In that case, you continue with the free trial, and then upon entering your first name, last name, your work email, and a job title, you will get access to a 14-day complete free trial without using a credit card. So go ahead and put all of your details if you haven't already. Make sure to enter a work email, as personal emails are not going to work here. Now, this is not a free trial on a limited plan. You will have access to every major feature and it will be open to you from day one. Once you've logged in, you will land on this dashboard right here, from which we can click on create and then a project. So from here, we can either continue with either a specific use case, for example, building a knowledge-based platform, software or technical documentation, SOP documentation, user manual, or maybe API documentation. On the other hand, you can continue by clicking on the others option and then continue with a flexible kind of project. You'll still be able to create any type of content tailored to specific needs or the special ones. But for the example of this video, let's continue with the knowledge-based platform. After that, you will have to choose up to 2 options to include in your knowledge base. Doing all of that and walking through with the wizard will help customize your menu structure, create categories, and provide the required templates for easier content creation. So let's say for my knowledge base, we're going to have getting started guides and frequently asked questions. Choose the options that suit you and then click next. Next up, we have to personalize your knowledge base by choosing a website URL. So essentially, if you already have a website, then you can input its URL right here. And then Document 360's powerful AI called Eddy AI will collect the required information from your website and configure your homepage or branding and themes. Click next if you already have one, or skip if you don't. And then from here, you can input your brand guidelines. So you start by entering your project name, a default language, your branding logo, and then branding colors. You will get a preview onto the right side that will help you see how it looks like in real time. So for example, I could change the logo into something like this, tweak the branding colors a little bit further, and then click next. The final step right here is setting the privacy of your documentation. Now, this is important because it directly controls the visibility of your documentation. So we have private accessibility, public, and mixed. The private one is only accessible to invited team members. You would only use this for internal knowledge-based uses. So for example, internal IT and support KB. You can document IT processes, troubleshooting steps, and solutions for internal use only. If you have any HR documents, policies, or procedures accessible only to employees, you would choose this option. Or perhaps if you want to share internal processes, maybe new events at your company, best practices, or the company guidelines within the organization. Public, as the name suggests, is accessible to everyone with the link. You would use this option for customer support KB, as you can provide your customers easy access to troubleshooting guides, frequently asked questions, or support articles. Product Help Center, as you can share detailed product information, usage guides, and tutorials publicly. Or finally, the self-service portal, as you can enable your customers to find answers to common questions and issues on their own. If you need some parts to be public while others remain private, then you would continue with the mixed option. That way you can provide public product information and maintain internal knowledge bases for both your support and development teams. So let's say for the example tutorial of this video, we're going to select mixed, and that way you can build a customer-facing help center plus an internal knowledge base. Click next and wait a few seconds for Document 360 to create your first project. Alright, so next up we want to understand the workspace layout. Starting with the purple create button at the very top. So from here you can click on it to either create a new article, choose from templates, or import an article if you already have one ready. The The main dashboard right here will show you article counts, page views, and task reminders. The documentation section is where you can create your categories, write articles, or manage workflow. We also have the API docs, analytics that can track your searches, feedback, and traffic trends. The widgets tab right here where you can click on it and then add a widget that lets you connect and insert your knowledge base in up to 10 websites. There's also the drive storage right here, which basically gives you up to 500 gigabytes of storage. You can use it to upload any kinds of files such as images, PDFs, presentations, or zip files. And of course, the settings that controls your branding, security, or integrations. So let's go ahead and move on to planning categories or subcategories. So before typing any new content, you can outline the information architecture. Enterprise help centers usually keep a top-level tree of about 6 or even 10 themes so users are not overwhelmed. For example, you can structure it in a way that says getting started, account and billing, product guides, integrations, troubleshooting, release notes, etc. So inside the documentation tab, drop down the create button and then click category. Choose a name for your category and then choose a location. From here, you can choose the type as well if it's folder, index, page, or GitHub. So for example, the first node could be getting started and then you can leave folder as the type and choose root level so it sits at the top. You can repeat that for the other high level topics. And then when it's done, you will see a neat sidebar tree ready to hold articles. Next up, let's go ahead and talk about how you can write the first article with the block editor. So as you can see, I have the Getting Started Guides article right here. I can simply click on it and then we will have a mock article, kind of like a template just to getting started. And Document 360 makes it extremely easy to write content as you can click anywhere on your guide, even if it's a fresh slate. Simply hit the /command button and then this will pop up where you can easily choose between the format, insertion, and the content reuse. So I can easily input the headings or the numbered list, bullet list, checklist, or insert an image, video, link, file, etc. Making it super easy to write and structure your content. Now, if at any point you run into a writer block or maybe you need some help with the writing, then you can use Eddy AI Writer. And then their powerful AI will actually help you brainstorm ideas, get started with content, or write entire sections in a matter of seconds. And that's how you can combine these several block types to keep your text scannable. So for example, you can start with a heading such as sign in for the first time and then follow it up with a 3-step numbered list. You can drop a screenshot if you would like to by dragging the image into the page. So you get a lot of flexibility right here when creating your content. If you would like to see how your page would look like to other people, all you have to do is click on the preview button and then it will open a new tab where you can see how your content is going to look like for people. So as you can see, it's a very neat design. Your branding colors are still intact. Your logo is right here. And the categories and the subcategories sit very professionally. So if let's say you finished your articles and everything looks amazing, you can either publish them right away or you can route through approvals first. And you can do that by clicking on the workflow status so you can move it from draft to in review or published. There's also an option to publish later if you want to schedule your posts instead. This option helps keep you on track so that you don't miss a single day of posting if needed. Extremely helpful for special events or the external knowledge bases. Next up, we have the reusable snippets and the variables. So enterprise documentation often repeats contact hours, legal notes, or product names across hundreds of pages. So onto the documentation tab and then the content tools, you can click on that and then you can find the content reuse tab. From here, you will see the templates, variables, or snippets and glossary. So for example, you can add a snippet titled support hours and then write our live chat team is online from Monday to Friday, and then you pretty much choose the language or the content and then click create snippet. You can return to the article, place the cursor where the sentence belongs, and then type 2 curly braces. Choose the snippet that you have already created or saved, and then later on, if your hours change, you simply update the snippet, and then it will update the snippet wherever you have placed it previously. Variables work the same way but hold dynamic values such as the product name, so staging and production portals display different branding without duplicate copies. Now, in fast-moving SaaS companies, product managers, technical writers, or legal review must each sign off before public release. So you can create a custom pipeline, for example, draft into technical review, into legal review, into ready, and then published. You can easily click on the purple add workflow or create a new workflow, and then you can create a new status or phase, drag and reorder it however you like. So for example, you can add a new workflow stage or kind of status and then assign it to the appropriate person. The person responsible will receive an email plus a notification if you have it integrated. They will leave inline comments, resolve threads, and push the article forward. Nothing will ship until the legal reviewer marks ready and then an editor clicks publish. This kind of level of governance prevents accidental leaks of unapproved features and keeps the auditors happy without slowing everyday drafts. And lastly, I want to talk about the AI assistant, so Edit AI, the all-in-one companion to increase content quality efficiently using their advanced AI technology. So by clicking on the settings and then down to the AI features, you can click on Edit AI and then enable the AI writer that you saw me use earlier. And then you want to make sure that the AI assistive search is activated. You can also add the KB widgets and extensions or a public API, and that way you can experience their very fast AI-driven searches, delivering precise and comprehensive results to your questions or requests. Next to that, we have the importing and publishing of the API references. So many enterprise founders or project managers need a developer portal next to end user docs. So you can open the API docs and then press new API, upload an OpenAI JSON file or paste a public URL, and then Document 360 passes paths and generates a 3-pane layout. You will have the endpoints on the left, description and code samples in the center, and sample responses onto the right. So if you're really liking Document 360 as much as I am and you want to give it a try yourself, all you have to do is navigate to the link in the description down below, click on start your free trial, or you can straight up jump in and get one of their main plans, so either the professional, business, or enterprise. You can take a look at all of these features right here, and then you can scroll through this page to compare the plans and get a very detailed overview of each one's features and capabilities, and then you can talk to the support team and get yourself a quote. Once again, you can test out every major feature for absolutely free, no credit card requirement for 14 days, and then get started by providing a single end-to-end toolkit for enterprise organizations that need scalable online help centers. Thanks so much for watching this video. Let us know if you have any questions by leaving them in the comments down below. Give us a thumbs up if you have found it to be helpful, informative to watch, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.